So this is a special chick flick edition of the Movie Review Roundtable. Today it's going to be all ladies at the table reviewing The Backup Plan.
So I've been looking for a reason to come see this movie. I want it to be good. I think it might be, but
I have two things that'll make this movie win for me. If it beats The Wedding Planner, because I'm obsessed, and if I don't cry, the movie will be a failure.
I love movies in general. I'm not much of a critic, and the fact that it's a romantic comedy, I'm very excited.
I've been living in a world of romantic comedies from the 80s and 90s, so I have no idea what I'm about to see. Can I have my 2 hours back?
Oh, ouch!
I had a good time.
It was cute. Yeah, I don't know, I can't really say that I was disappointed, but I wasn't blown away. Like, it had the cliche little elements that you're always looking for in a rom-com, but I don't know, I didn't get teary-eyed.
I was crying.
It still didn't beat The Wedding Planner, but I kind of have this theory that J-Lo is only as good as her co-star.
The whole movie, I was like, I do not buy the relationship. He is a bad actor, and the whole time I was just like, if I wasn't with you, I would have walked out 30 minutes in probably.
I enjoyed myself. I really did. I don't know that I would say go see it, but I don't regret seeing it.
Yeah, I don't regret it either. I mean, I thought the story and the plot line was really cute, but it wasn't believable.
So much of it didn't ring true for me at all, and I like anything. Like, I seriously like anything, and I was just so unhappy watching it.
You know, I had a few laugh out loud moments with some of the supporting characters. Those were the most human moments, you know, with the doctor, with the best friend Mona, with the grandma Nana and her fiance who she'd been engaged to for 22 years but had never like gone all the way with him. I wanted to watch a movie about those two. You know, there was such a disconnect and detachment with the two main characters.
I agree with you. When the side characters, it was Mr. Cunningham.
Yeah.
Hello! Like, how awesome was it to see him again?
Yes.
And then the best friends from Samantha Who. Did you guys ever watch Samantha Who?
Yeah.
She was the crazy, like,
girl.
you know, yes.
I think, yeah, the acting, I mean, it's a chick flick. The acting's not going to be fantastic.
It should be fantastic.
But I think that's what I mean. She's only as good as her co-star. If her co-star can carry it, she's just the cute
she can
addition.
play along. But I think it's also I think it was also in the writing too, because we only saw the parts of their relationship that were significant. We didn't see the in-between. We didn't see them building it all. Like
there were a couple moments that I was like, oh, okay, I felt something for a minute, but then, you know, all of a sudden there's poop in a kid's hand or like stuff all over somebody's face, and just like nothing. It was so over the top, and I didn't think I was gonna go see one of those kind of movies.
I mean, I think my favorite moments in this particular film had nothing to do with the actual love relationship. It was J-Lo being pregnant and being a pregnant woman. Like when he caught her in her underwear standing just like that, being disgusted at her own self. That's what I mean. And then when she's standing in front of the baby bottles and she's like, I don't know, you know, that type of stuff I thought was really cute. Because, I mean, I've never been pregnant, but I'm sure every pregnant woman could relate to that. But even women in general, it's like we have those fat moments and you're confused and you're looking in the mirror sometimes and you're just like, damn it, you know what I mean? And then you get caught doing the stupid things. I thought that was cute. But as far as rom-coms, like I feel kind of like I was cheated. It's like I love seeing rom-coms because I love that feeling they give me.
When you leave a romantic comedy, you're supposed to leave feeling uplifted and, you know, like excited about, you know, either the current love of your life or finding love.
Well, in the movie, it was riddled with moments that could have been, but weren't. And that's the most heartbreaking thing because in the end, I personally just didn't care about those two characters.
There was a lot of moments that were obviously forced. Like it was like, we need to make a distraction, so let's make a forced moment. I find that in my writing, and as you guys are writing your web series, you're probably realizing too, it's like, it's really easy to just pull a cliche moment out of your butt to make a conflict. And my writing partner actually calls me on this, and he's just like, we're back to square one, because he's like, this is all predictable. And I'm like, no! I worked so hard to not be predictable. And you know, and I think that like with millions of dollars and the best writers in the world at your disposal, why are we guessing what's going to happen? Why do I know this is going to happen, and then that's going to happen, and that's going to happen, and that shit happens just like I called it?
It was like reading the old playbook again and again. It's like same typical, I mean, it was, every little rom-com has its own little variations, but some are fantastic because they really throw in that, you know, the unexpected. But this was just God, it's like you could almost say the line they were going to say before they said it. It was that predictable. It's like he went away when there was no emotion to that because you knew he was coming back. You know, the grandma's getting married. Yeah, duh. We all knew she would be the example. That was going to make, you know, the stroller shows. Yeah, what happened to the stroller? Well, there it is. Oh, he did love me. It's like, you know.
I feel like you guys are talking me out of this movie, and that's all well and good. But I'm gonna stick to my guns. And now the whole thing about like what did I get out of it? Yeah, I'm sitting here. I feel exactly the same as I did when I went in. But thinking back, I had a good time. I did have and I think you can attest to that because you were sitting next to me.
Yeah.
But I had a very good time.
I guess as the single mom of the group, I was kind of offended almost by this movie because I was like, first off, it was like every single character that was a mom was kind of crazy or bitchy or unhappy.
And what I think was disappointing about that is I think this movie had an opportunity to be kind of empowering for women in the sense that we can and be independent, because it was really, I liked the premise because I thought it was kind of cool because it was a rom-com about a slightly older woman. I mean, not old at all, but here she is kind of taking charge of her life, saying, I can have a kid, I don't need a man. And then someone's like, well, you should go to support group because, you know, you're alone, you know? And then so she goes, and they're all bitter. Yeah. There was no, I just think they totally missed the mark with that. It could have been an empowering, you don't need somebody in your life. And the fact that she ends up, the couples are the only ones that end up happy, I think it ruined it.
Especially when you consider who the audience is for this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not targeting people who are gonna laugh at single moms. You know, like you're targeting the people who are single moms or who are sympathetic to or friends with, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
in a day and age where women are making more money, are more independent than ever, we're still sending out the same message that you need a man in your life to be happy, which is, I don't know, it's just wrong. It just keeps adding down to it wasn't as good as it could have been.
If you are one of those people that needs to see every romantic comedy out there, it's Renter. It's full of moments that never quite become, and the lead performances are disconnected and non-believable, which always breaks my heart when I go to the movies because I want to fall into it and I just couldn't get away fast enough.
I agree with what you said. Definitely Renter. I would not pay to see the movie theater again. It's not worth it. But I mean, if you love J-Lo, I love J-Lo. I was happy I saw it just because I like to see all her films, as cheesy as they are.
Netflix, Instant View, when you're in a good mood, and you'll have a great 2 hours.
I just think that there's too many great comedies out there now, and the bar has been raised, and so something like this is not even worth renting, to be honest. To me, it was so messy. I wouldn't rent it.
I didn't have any expectations for this movie, so I'm not really disappointed. I kind of got what I expected. Maybe a rental on a Saturday afternoon kind of thing, but I don't even know if I'd see it on DVD either.